Welcome to our podcast.
It is Klaus
Kross.
and KONVOS.
Yeah.
My brother.
Well,
How you doing today? What a one.
Gotta use Kamala.
Kamala, yeah.
Yeah, she changed accent anyways. Let's get into it, man.
Kamala changes accent by the minute.
I remember one that really got to me. Some guy in some what was that thing? When they meet, there's a name for it. It's not a rally. There's this small
like a town hall.
That's the word.
Mm.
In the town hall, and the guy was just, I think, Latinos.
Yeah.
She had this one, and her accent, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
She goes, "You okay? Your family okay?"
Okay.
I said, "Whoa." And Jesse Waters and Fox said, "Okay."
Okay.
I was like, "What?" The woman was changing.
The one that got me like real good was there's this thing called Bell's ship.
Yeah.
Have you no? Have you no sense of purpose, man? The switch was just wow.
They need to make a track, like literally after this, someone just do it.
Because they say his father is Jamaican. She's never lived in Jamaica.
Now,
so how come all of a sudden you
have you no man?
Have you no purpose, man?
I said, what the heck is this?
That thing was it was so funny that I love you back. All right, welcome guys. Thank you for joining us. As usual, we're really excited at the response you guys are giving us. We're picking up by the bits, and it's fun. It's a fun ride.
Yeah. Always a good time coming on the show. This is KONVOS Uncensored. We're glad you're tuning in. And today we're going to keep it short and sweet.
Before that, please remember to subscribe.
Yep.
Follow us on all social media platforms. And, I noticed that the number of people who watch our show are not subscribers. At least 85 to 90% of the people who watch are not subscribers. Please try to subscribe. It helps us grow this channel.
Right.
And, be able to do more for you guys. I look forward to your subscriptions.
This way
comments. I love the comments.
You get notified once we drop something new. That's all the good it does.
Yeah.
See this kind of fine boys. Go on. I don't understand you. Go subscribe.
I bet.
Oh, wow.
It's all good. So, how's your day been?
Not bad. Actually, I think it's been a good week and a half.
Yeah. It is. This weekend has really been good.
Yeah. And Veterans Day weekend, Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, thank you to all those who served our country and still serving. It's folks have been sleeping better. You know what I mean? There is renewed hope. And even around the world, too. Things are changing.
Mm-hmm.
Countries are already changing course. On the Trump side, he's appointing folks in his cabinet already. A lot of things are moving in ways that makes us happy and hopeful, even though we know it's not cutting across everybody. Some people, our brothers and sisters on the Democrat side, are probably still in mourning, but we understand.
Church is in mourning.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
Church is in mourning.
That's Shirley Caesar, right? Nice job. Yeah.
But it's all good yet. The tensions have been high, but I keep telling people, anybody that reaches out to me, it's high tensions. I tell them, don't worry, my brother.
Yeah.
Success.
Exactly. Yep.
And we are already seeing the success. Like we read out some of the things, how people have responded on the last episode. How people responded. They responded.
Yep.
Hamas is responding. Russia is responding. China is responding. Everybody
Even EU is responding, right?
Yes. Yeah. EU said we are not buying Russian.
Right.
We are now buying American.
But that's really strange, though. Like,
it's
how do you call the U.S. your strongest ally and then buy from Russia, who's fighting Ukraine? It's like you're funding someone to attack you. I don't even get the logic, honestly.
It is.
But things are turning around, which is what we want.
It's turning around, and we're winning. We're winning.
So where do we want to? Like I said, today's gonna be sweet and short, but I know you were talking about The View, right?
Yeah, we're talking about The View. There was this they were analyzing the campaign and why the campaign did well and why they didn't do well, and they broke down on each other.
So they turned on each other in the show.
Yeah, they turned on each other.
Because I know they would never give the Republican side any credit for why they deserve the win.
Some people were more reasonable and had more common sense. The fake Republican on the show.
Yeah, of course.
She at least she came to her senses. The win showed her that things. So she was talking about the messaging of the Democratic Party and how their messaging wasn't really exactly right. But Sonny Hostin would not budge.
We have that clip, right?
Yeah, let's take a look at the clip.
Anybody? I disagree.
All right.
Of course. I think
Sonny always disagrees.
that I'd like to reframe the conversation. I think Bernie Sanders is wrong. I think the more relevant question actually is what is wrong with America? Wow. I think what is wrong with our country that the Republican Party would choose as a candidate and support a candidate who is an insurrectionist, who is an election denier, who is someone who is twice impeached, 34-time convicted felon. Someone who has
the very similar effect that
women found liable for sexual abuse.
Mrs. Obama has.
What is wrong with this country that they would choose a message of divisiveness, of xenophobia, of racism, of misogyny?
See the attitude,
see the attitude.
A message for the people,
no wonder they always call them the elitists. You must think very highly of yourself.
Yes, to be able to talk like that.
The Democrats are the ones. They are the party that cares for the blue collar worker. The Democrats are the ones who put in Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, union protection,
ACA,
unemployment insurance, and Obamacare. The Republican Party doesn't give a rat's patootie about
clearly
it.
they didn't convince the voters.
Well, you didn't convince the voters. Wow. You didn't convince the voters. The voters don't believe what you're saying.
Well, that very first comment just got me. What do you mean by what is wrong with America? So let me get this straight. You like me. You want to date me. You claim you've been giving me gifts, right? I turn you down and I go with another guy. And the way to get me back is what is wrong with you.
It's crazy. Instead of thinking, and you know the thing is, most Democrats don't know how to self-reflect.
Bro.
They always like to put the blame on other people. They always like to throw the blame somewhere else. They don't know how to self-reflect. You guys got to sit down.
That's why it's a victim party. Everybody, they just gather together and say...
So you think an election that was won this big, this landslide, so what you're trying to say is that half of America is...
It didn't even say... She said, what is wrong? Which means the independents who tend to decide who goes to the White House, they're just looking at you and wondering, oh, what is wrong with me? Which means all the things they've gone through is not real.
And even with Bernie Sanders' comments, she said Bernie Sanders is wrong. So you are right. Of course. So you can never be wrong. Instead of you to reflect, it's like, I don't get
This is why they say it's propaganda, because no news media would actually send such a person out if it's a legitimate news media and say, after the people who do the analysis for the news will tell you, this is what we're coming out with. Somebody should be able to tell you, actually, this is why they have polls, exit polls. So it's no longer about your feelings, it's what
it's about. Yes. And the exit polls help you analyze the pulse of America, analyze what went wrong. So why did they vote this direction? Why did this?
None of that matters to her.
The truth is that with this election, the messaging from the Republican Party was right. Yeah. Because the messaging catered to the individual needs of people. It catered to the people.
Economy, immigration.
And you guys were there just demonizing Donald Trump, Donald Trump. Okay, look at what she just did right now. What she did there, Sonny Hostin was just demonizing Donald Trump. Yeah. All she had to say is, Donald Trump did this, Donald Trump did this, Donald Trump did this, they are a criminal, this one, that one. That wouldn't change nothing.
It's
it wouldn't change nothing.
It's sad.
It's really, really, really sad. Let's see what the other lady responded.
It's the messaging. It didn't get through to people. They're not paying attention. That's all. Yeah, because the Democrats have always been for the working people.
People are not paying attention. how come they paid attention to
elitist, you don't have value in society.
They own the legacy media. They said before
but Joy, it's condescending. It's condescending. There is a
condescending.
The way that the left speaks to its voters. It really is.
A message of joy and inclusiveness?
No, the message of not being educated, being dumb, and what's wrong with America.
Good.
Sonny just did.
Exactly.
My point here is that
that's not what Kamala Harris said.
No. My point is, I don't blame
now
Joe
he's
Biden.
no longer
I don't blame
Kamala
Kamala
Harris.
Go back as far as you want. I blame a messaging within the Democratic Party.
You don't blame the Republican Party
Can I just finish
at all?
my point, please? I obviously have a problem. Anyone has a problem with Donald Trump. The bigger question should be, yes, Sonny, why did they vote for him?
Yes.
In sweeping...
So they need to be introspective.
No,
you need to be introspective.
If we voted for Kamala Harris, we need
Is
to
that
say
woman
what
married?
didn't
I'm sorry.
resonate with the voters. Do you know what didn't
I don't even know
resonate
who
with
the
the
husband
voters?
is.
When they were saying we don't feel safe and the left focused on defund the police and bail reform.
Yeah.
When they said we're worrying about...
also
Can I just
focused on
finish?
gun
Let me just finish real quickly. When they were focused on
It's only an hour show, ladies.
Joy, when they were focused on renaming schools, there were people saying, hey, students are destroying colleges. I paid for that. I sent them there. They can't learn. And everyone apologized for it and didn't want to attend to it. They also denied the border was a crisis and kept saying, no, it's fine. This is not a...
Because yes, they said the border was not.
Oh, yeah.
They
kept saying that.
They screamed. They didn't vote for him because he's a racist or a misogynist. They voted because they needed help in their everyday lives.
Yes, and he spoke to that.
Because every stat coming out on the people willing to self-reflect are showing these...
Oh, wait, they're going to say, I'm a racist and a misogynist in the exit poll?
So she's insisting that...
Yeah, she's insisting that they are racist and
Every
misogynist.
racist and misogynist voted for Donald Trump. Not everyone that voted for Donald Trump was a racist and misogynist.
I agree with that.
And nobody on the left, and nobody on the left does that.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
There are no
excuse
racists
this
on the
time.
left.
Yeah.
They lost everything.
There's
A
still half
country
the
that
country
allows its
doesn't agree with
environment to
him.
be ravaged, its children to be shot, its wealth to be hoarded, its worker to be exploited, its poor to starve, its cops to murder.
So you think America's the
country in trouble?
So America's
So
the
we
problem and the
don't-
voters are going to make
What
it better.
Hold
list
it to
did
the
she
next
just
segment,
go
right?
through?
We'll be right back. Hold it. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
This is why they are going to keep losing elections.
Well,
If they don't introspect and fix what
they
is
will
wrong
go
with
back.
them.
My prayer is they implode. I want them to
Because
implode,
it's
self-destruct.
crazy that with this exit polls, with how loud America spoke, you are still blaming America. That there is misogyny and racism. Like, it doesn't make sense.
It can't make
Donald
sense.
Trump spoke to the needs of the people and got to them. He kept saying, they are trying to get to you, but I'm in the way.
I'm in the way, right.
I'm not going to let them get to you. I'm going to take care of your needs. I'm going to solve crime. I'm going to protect women, whether you want it or not. I'm going to do this. And people were hearing that.
Wow.
It's crazy that...
I couldn't work in this kind of environment.
Oh, no, I can't.
No.
Like, if I was here on this day, that would be my last day of the job.
That's
This
what
show will be
happens
disrupted as a result
with
of me.
most of the conservative pundits. When they go on there, they just come back and say, I know they won't be inviting me back because whether CNN or all these places, they are there to protect their bubble. So you are the ones, the same thing that happens in college campuses. You don't want conservative speakers and they are for democracy. This is what I never really get.
I don't get it. Yes. And how can you be for democracy when you cannot dialogue with people, when you cannot have conversations with people, when you are not able to, talk?
When you handpick a presidential candidate instead of running primary.
And this is a general problem. It's a culture of the left.
Yep, it is.
Not to have conversations, not to agree to something.
No.
They always think they are right.
Yep.
So that is why they will call you, give you, like all the people on social media, send you terrible messages and delete you. Because you are right and nobody else can be right.
I don't want to hear you.
You can't even hear the other side.
Nope.
Get a different opinion so that you'll be able to make informed decisions. It's crazy.
That's
like I don't even know how people support that party. I was a Democrat at some point, but I don't even know how I did that.
No, the memory is blurred.
It's blurred. I can't even. My friends say they say I'm not right. That I'm far right extremist. That's what they call me. I'm far right extremist. I'm like, okay, fair enough.
Just like that.
I like being called names.
Because someone voted for Trump and supports conservative.
They said my views are now far right. No, my views are not. as far right as I would like them to be.
The party cannot even separate itself from their extreme left anymore. That is what the middle. Joe Biden was their middle. Imagine.
Yes, he was a moderator. Yeah.
And look at his 4 years. That is their middle.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Sick. Like the kind of policies the guy put in place are so sick, and you're wondering.
Yeah, it's.
Well, okay, the other one.
This other there's this take that I wanted to see from CNN where this guy said that why young men had a shift towards Trump, that they called it aspirational masculinity.
Oh, there's a name for it already?
That's what, they always throw names on everything.
Exactly. Everything has to have a label.
Yeah. Let's see what they had to say.
Did an election that was supposed to revolve around women's issues actually come down to the plight of men, young men? The 2024 race long ago turned into the boys versus girls election, with polls showing Harris performing significantly better among women and Trump among men. But the question was, how big will the gender gap actually be? Well, we all know now it was big enough to hand Donald Trump the presidency. More than half of the male vote nationwide, 55% went to Trump, 42% to Harris. Men under 30 saw a dramatic shift from supporting Democrats in 2020 by a 15 percentage point margin to swinging back to the GOP by 13 points. A CNN exit poll also found men under 30 in Pennsylvania favored Trump by 21 points. In 2020, Biden won that same group by 9 points. A part of President-elect Donald Trump's campaign strategy involved using hyper-masculine voices like Hulk Hogan and Kid Rock, UFC CEO Dana White. Democrats may have miscalculated the strength and importance in appealing to men. On their party's website, under the headline, Who We Serve, Democrats showed a diverse list of minority groups, including LGBTQ+, Americans with disabilities, Pacific Islanders, Native Americans, women, many other communities. No mention of men.
No mention.
You might remember back in August, I noted this, made reference to
of course, you're going to say you noted this.
Conversation that I had with Professor Scott Galloway.
The Democratic Party right now, Michael, is facing the same issues as some of the DEI apparatus at universities. And that is when you are purposely and explicitly advocating for 76% of the population, are you advocating for them or are you discriminating against the 24%? And that's how I think a lot of young men feel. Quite frankly, they just don't feel seen by the Democratic Party.
Because,
in the final months of the election,
how can they be seen when Democrats, all they think about is that they are talking about the trans people, how to protect the women, how feminism everywhere.
And when a man comes up, you talk about, you add the word toxic.
Toxic, yes.
These are the people who built civilization.
When men, they are being men, you say it's toxic.
Literally, the civilization we live in today was built by men.
Yeah.
And they become your scapegoat. They become the one you attack every chance.
And you see men in certain spaces, they are not even comfortable to be themselves anymore. They're always compromising. They're always watching how they speak. They're always watching how they carry themselves.
Even look at the culture. When I just moved to America many years ago, the first thing that was it was just repugnant. Like, I just felt, this is absurd, was when I heard the statement, happy wife, happy life. I was like, why would you say that? You were like, oh, you want to be happy in your marriage? I said, so what about the man?
The man,
So my goal is to come make you happy and be what?
What, yeah.
So there is this culture. I think it's just an extension of that culture. Yeah. We are right. Women. Have you noticed women never have enough? No. Oh, it's that we do everything. They don't see us. They don't give us enough. They don't respect us. Like, seriously, we have mothers, we have sisters. So where do you think we came from?
Yeah. Like, exactly. What do you think we came from? Where?
Something just dropped us. We don't have any.
We don't have any. Yeah, we don't have women in our lives.
This is what happens when you got no love. No man is helping you.
He's helping you. Did you see the trend on social media where people are saying they are going? Is it 4B?
Have you? I've yet to Google it. Why some people shaving their hair?
Some people shave their hair. Some people, they said no more sex, no more marriage, no more babies. And I'm like, no problem.
This organization is not going to like it. The one responsible for abortion, what's their name?
Planned Parenthood.
They're not going to
like it. They're not going to be happy.
No. That's their money. No more sex.
No more sex. No more babies.
They will meet your emergency with the tenant to.
But like somebody said, one of the commentators said, is the Trump effect.
Yeah. It's the same thing we've been saying.
If that's what it would take to stop them from killing babies, that's all right.
Exactly.
Let's stop.
Pro-lifers should be happy.
Yes.
Right? And I hope the people who are saying they're going on strike, I hope they're actually pretty. Because usually, there's a big just say,
a couple of them are. It's just it's crazy.
All this for politics.
Yeah.
This is why I'm so happy I'm a conservative, because no man can save you, can solve your problem but God.
Yeah.
So politics is not a religion to us.
No, it's not.
We are engaged in it because it affects us. But after we lose, you feel the pain a day or two. You tell yourself,
you know where your trust lies.
Yes, your source is God. Your joy comes from
God. Everything is right.
These people don't have. It's like they're constantly trying to feel. So maybe politics feel that void, and once it's taken away, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like you need Jesus.
Like totally. Like I keep telling people, right now America is at a pivotal point where a lot of people will run back to God, because that's the only.
Oh yeah, I saw. I think a commentator was saying it, that the uptick towards religion is increasing.
It's increasing, and
this is a whole revolution.
It's a revolution, yes. Which is why I keep, like I was saying the last time, Christians, this is the time to increase. The prayer just started now, because people are out there. Like the heart of men are ready. We're praying for their hearts to be ready, and now is the time they are ready. So let us live like Christians and be able to draw these people and show them the way, the life. We are in charge. Because when Jesus was living, he left us in charge.
Yeah.
And he gave us authority to use his name, which is the greatest name on this earth.
Right.
We can do anything.
Right.
At least if it's not proof enough, it's proof in this election.
Yeah.
All they are 1 billion and they are in 20 million debt.
Oh yeah, there's that one too. And that woman who couldn't manage a $1 billion campaign was supposed to run this country.
Did you see the text Donald Trump sent?
Yeah. So,
where he said, we can help them.
He said, in the name of unity.
In the name of unity. Let's help them pay their debts.
The man can't help himself.
Oh, no.
I was like, wow. There I thought you already changed the page. You still trolled one more time. Like,
no, but he's right. I don't know if he's trolling.
Is he really going to give them the money? Trump.
He said people should help. We should all help.
No, he said his campaign. Trump is going to ask Republicans to give.
Yeah. What is community? I believe it.
You are joining the troll.
I don't think it's a troll, because I would help them out, because they are we love them.
You will help.
Yeah, we love them to pay their debts.
What's up with you, man? You will help. You okay?
But I don't hate her.
Did I say hate? I'm not saying you have enough money to want to give to Kamala. Career politician.
Even if it's $10 or something.
No.
Yeah, But they're in debt. We need to. Our president has said, for the sake of
I don't understand. Everything where Trump tell me how they do, he grand uncle. We are united in the spirit. Wow.
Yeah, I wanted us to. Were you able to catch the Charlamagne's response to the election?
Nah, I disconnected from the guy once. Initially, I think months leading to the election he sounded like he was in the middle, like Stephen, whatever his name, the sports analyst. He was asking the tough questions. And suddenly, the week of election, the guy just flipped, started calling Trump fascist, that he represents this. I was like, well, this doesn't seem like a guy. But again, since all the celebrities came out in droves, you can't really tell who was paid and who wasn't. I just thought that was really fake. What is he saying?
But did you see how celebrities are breaking down? A lot of them.
I'm yet to see their actual videos, but I think they've been hiding from.
There are a lot of some videos on TikTok, and George Clooney saying he's going to quit politics.
George Clooney has spoken.
Yeah,
that video I want to see.
He's going to leave politics.
Was he in politics before? I thought he just jumped in because of.
He wrote an op-ed that
Biden, right?
That Biden should.
But that was the
resign.
only time I ever saw.
Yeah, but the op-ed was really big, which a lot of people felt started the conversation of for Biden to leave office.
They just spoke to him and said, "You put it out just to." It's like lighting a match somewhere. You already knew where it was gonna go.
It's crazy.
But Charlamagne Tha God is a fake person. He, in spite of what he's saying happened to the Black community, he seems or pretends to care about. Every election cycle, he votes I mean, you sit there and Biden tells you 4 years ago, if you can't decide if it's between me and Trump, you ain't. That's the guy, Stephen Smith, right?
Yeah,
that's the guy. Yeah. You can't tell, if you can't decide, then, you ain't black. And you still voted for the man.
Yeah.
And then you come back and tell me someone else was racist. He just was racist by your definition on your show.
Exactly.
And you didn't have a
you
problem
support
with
him,
that.
yeah.
So he tells me that it's just your beef with Trump is very calculated. It's not real.
It's not real, yeah. And I think a lot of all these guys they are bots.
I agree.
I think they are bots because I don't see how the Democratic Party fell into the 20 million debt. I think they started paying so much money.
Yeah, they said they spent over 500 million paying staff.
Paying celebrities and stuff. And so
Trump spent only 10 million on staff. So you can see the difference.
The difference.
It means one was organic and one wasn't.
And Trump didn't have to pay for media. He had earned media because he did things that put him in the news. And so let's just watch a slight clip of what Charlamagne had to say.
Right.
I just want to talk to us, my fellow Americans. Listen, America has spoken, and they spoke loud and clear. Donald Trump will be the 47th president of the United States of America.
Of course he will.
I have friends on the right. I have friends on the left. I have friends that are independents. And regardless of who we all decided to vote for yesterday, guess what? Donald Trump is now all of our president again. I don't want to fight anyone. I don't want to argue with anyone.
No, I want to fight
you. We are all Americans, and we all want what's best for this country. I hope. Okay, I know today Democrats are going to be looking for someone to blame. Let me be the first to tell you it's not just one thing. I personally feel like Donald Trump speaks to people's grievances better than Democrats do. I know people are going to talk about misinformation and the dumbing down of society. I understand all of that, but you don't have to be intelligent to know you can't pay your bills. You don't have to be intelligent to know you can't afford groceries. People will forget what you did. They will forget what you said, but they will.
I'm surprised that you didn't have this tape.
And to millions of Americans
during the election and how clear it was.
They simply felt financially better when Trump was in office. I don't think it's fair to just chalk up, Trump winning.
And you didn't know all this before the election.
Anti-Semitism. Yes, he tapped into all the worst things America has ever had to offer. And there are a lot of people who agree with his rhetoric and voted for him because of those reasons. But I truly believe most people voted for him because they want more money in their pocket and they want to feel safe. Look, I know the economy does better under Democrat presidents.
I personally think it's hypocritical.
Oh yeah,
none of this.
I totally think so too.
None of this is real. At this point, you're just now saying what everybody could see. People came on your show and showed you data.
Yes.
And you sounded like, oh yeah, I can see your point. Until the week of election, you flipped and started attacking Trump, as if the rest of America, the actual people who were going to vote, like you were dismissing everything they had told you before. November 5th.
I think he was the one that actually made Kamala say the word fascist, starts using the fascist word.
I won't be surprised.
On his show, when he interviewed Kamala, and Kamala was trying to beat her up, he said, you should just say it plain. He's a fascist.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you say he's a fascist? And Kamala repeated after him?
Yeah, because you push them to a corner. It's like you're thinking that's what's going to trigger your base. How did that go? Americans are not stupid.
Do they even have a base anymore?
I mean, you see the number of people in their millions. Yeah, apparently. And it's a sad thing to see, but
it is.
If you're in the media, I know we all have some type of bias. The reason I respect Fox, MSNBC in terms of legacy media is these people came out and said, this is where we're leaning. The one media I personally dislike with so much passion is CNN, because everybody can see you're a left-leaning media, but you keep saying we're in the middle. Where?
You keep saying they are moderates, yes. It's like, this is the thing. The Bible said, if you are hot, it's either you are hot or you're cold. If you are lukewarm, I'll spill you out.
Yeah.
And that's why CNN can be distasteful. At least you know that MSNBC is left to the core. And you know that Fox is right-leaning. CNN claims to be moderate.
They are not.
They are neither here nor there.
Every anchor is against Trump. They don't have one conservative, presenter on their shows. And when they bring guests in, it's usually 4 or 5 or 5 liberals, then one conservative. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, this is exactly Fox. Yeah. Because Fox will bring 4 or 5 conservative.
And one
so doesn't this, you have producers, they should be able to tell you, well, if the picture we want to paint is this, this is not it.
Yeah, because when they even bring that one Republican, they all gang up.
Exactly. That's so literally MSNBC's
it doesn't make sense.
Vibe. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Anyways, well, I hope.
But it's just I don't think what he's saying right now really makes any sense.
Like you said, he said, I don't want to fight anybody. This is what you do when you're trying to keep your show.
Yes.
What I'm interested in
or trying to keep some kind of respect.
Yes.
And get people to still trust in you.
Yeah.
Because you messed up.
Yeah.
You messed up.
What they wanted from you was facts.
Yes.
And after selling out and not being real, now you come and say, I have friends on the right.
Now you have friends
so
on
if
both
you
sides.
had friends on the right, why were you calling them Nazis and fascists? Your friends didn't matter then?
Then, yeah.
Like, you people constantly call Republicans right, extreme. Everything about the left is so extreme. When you don't agree with them, you become an enemy. Have you noticed conservatives are not like that?
Yeah, that's
can be my neighbor.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter your political leaning. I could still hang with you and be friends with you and do things with you.
Honestly, I don't get it.
But like, if you know the number of friends I lost this time, because I lived in California, I had a lot of left-leaning people.
Right.
I had a lot of, and all of them, nobody wants to talk to me right now. And even some of them, I text them and they don't respond to my text.
The one when I like, Chef, I switch to pidgin. Now the Nigerians where they Nigeria. You when they help sometimes. You they tell me, say, I can't believe. I don't get it. You're in Nigeria, you're dictating to me, oh, can't you see he's a terrible person? One said he's not even a Christian. You that is a Christian, look at the party. Shouldn't the beliefs of your party align with your Christian values?
Let me be honest with you. A lot of these people are saying he's not a Christian, he's this one. You know, by the time you go into their closets, see what they are doing. You know whether they are really Christians. So I don't even talk about that one.
Bruh, when you say Christian, I go Christian.
You go Christian. You see their conducts and how they live their lives. So that one doesn't hold water or hold ground.
As if it's human character and behavior. No, all those character and behavior is for earthly whatever.
Yeah.
Being saved is being saved. Plus, politics is a secular. I don't know how much we need to say it on this show. It's not from heaven.
It's not from heaven.
Men decided a long time ago and said, give us a king.
Give us a king.
Yeah, they chose.
That's how it started.
God is not going to impose anything about leadership. No, it's happening here. You make the decision and whatever result comes out of it, it'll happen. Exactly. But guess what? God will never leave his children. When we come back and say, hey, it's too much, you help us.
So
he's the giving God. He will come and save us.
And that is exactly what America needs now.
Yes.
We need to get on our knees and say, God, it's time. We are sorry for all this. It's time for you to intervene.
We called him and see, he literally intervened.
He intervened. And that's why...
What a comeback.
What a comeback.
My God.
And so, guys, please don't let up. Keep praying, keep that prayers coming, because God listens. He asks us to pray because he wants to answer. Yeah. So we're gonna keep it that way.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up here today. So please keep listening and watching our show, subscribing to our show, KONVOS Uncensored. Everything we say here is with love and respect. Most of the time we're cracking jokes and laughing, but you can't mistake the fact that we do believe in what we're saying here in terms of our values, right? Politics, whether you agree with us or not, you're my brother, you're my sister, it don't matter. But we want you to see things the way they are. We're not going to lie to you like legacy media does. It's just what it is.
And this is an opportunity for us to have a conversation. Let's talk on things. And that's why I always implore you guys to make comments, respond to our video, talk to us, say what you want to talk about, and we'll talk about it. And in one of the shows, we're going to have to read out the questions and comments from people and respond to them. So please, leave comments on Instagram, on YouTube, on Rumble, on Spotify, on every podcast.
Do we have an account in True Social?
No, we don't have an account in True Social.
We need one.
Yeah, we're going to have to get one. So we're going to be on all these platforms, and so you can respond to us and then reach out to us, and then we'll respond and have this conversation. And well, maybe one of these days we can have some of you on the show.
Yeah.
Have a conversation with us as well. But thank you guys for tuning in and being a good sport. See you guys next time.
Out.
Bye.